Nah, these fans do be living life right now, getting front row seats to a World Cup final, and they have never looked happier. It's the blockbuster showdown we've all been waiting for. Messi versus Andrew Tate at the World Cup. There's just something about them, guys. These stadiums are to die for.
Outrageous. It's so disrespectful to the establishment.
Damn, they got female referees for the World Cup final. Not gonna lie, that was the last thing I thought they'd let fly in the Middle East, but here we are. Italian fans rocking up. There's a vibe right now. Did they face scan me into this game?
Coincidence? I think not!
Severovic has had a last-minute change of heart. He's switched allegiances mid-World Cup.
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
A lot of tense matches coming up. You can feel the tension here in Qatar. And I trust in EA. I'm sure this guy resembles Senegal's manager to a T. Oh, we got to fight off temptations from the devil itself.
No, I don't think I will.
There's no way they picked Barry from down the pub in Blackpool to go ahead and guide Qatar to a World Cup. In my humble prediction, knowing EA, it's going to be another half-assed add-on that has no passion involved whatsoever.
This motherfucker don't miss.
The prophecy is true.
It's finally upon us, not just the World Cup, but FIFA 23's World Cup game mode. You've heard me tear EA to absolute shreds, but you're probably thinking, Brandon, why not give it a try? You know, at least give it a chance. It's a free update at the end of the day. You got nothing to lose. You might as well start getting hyped for the World Cup, despite Italy not being in it. And if you're wondering why Jude Bellingham is in a Middlesbrough kit, because reasons. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the brand new World Cup mode. I'm going to pick it apart, let you know what's wrong, what's right, what they could have added, what features aren't working as intended, because I've already spotted a few weird things. The little animated TV intro, it just doesn't hit the same as Brazil 2014, not even South Africa 2010, but you know, we all know those games can't be compared. The pain is already hitting me pretty hard because they're not letting us choose Italy. We have to go with the next best thing, Australia. The Aussies, Australia will be my nation going into this World Cup. You might be wondering why Cameroon is my brand new favorite team. It's because they've got no licensed jerseys. They haven't got their World Cup kits in game for some reason. They're the only nation in the whole game to not have their official jerseys in the game. I don't know if there's another update coming out, a squad update that's going to add it into the game. Cameroon, unfortunately, they're the only nation that got this treatment, but everyone else's is here, don't worry. And thanks to some annoying licensing issues, Brazil have just been completely removed from the normal FIFA 23 game. You go in to see where they are and they're just not here. They had a fake team nonetheless. However, just like the new face scans in game, the only way you can access them is in this brand new World Cup mode. That is the only place they exist here in FIFA 23. So when you do your career modes, your tournaments, Brazil and their fake national team just have been deleted from the game. For one, we haven't got the new squad update. So, you know, for England, as all the national teams are doing their call-ups, we've got the likes of Jesse Lingard in the substitutes bench. I love Jay Lings as much as the next guy, but I'm sorry, he's just not getting on the plane to Qatar. So I don't know why he's here. You can't actually do a national team call-up or select your squad to customize it any bit. Just whatever players EA have put in this squad, you've got to deal with. I'm no rocket scientist, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out that this isn't a 26-man squad. In terms of realism, EA haven't really hit the nail on the head here. If you were keen to use all the latest updated squads with all the national team call-ups that are going on right now, they'll probably all be announced within the week. Don't worry, I'm not waiting for Italy's squad announcement anytime soon. However, for everyone else headed to Qatar, yeah, we've had a lot of injuries go on, players dropping like flies left, right, and center. It's gonna be at least a couple of days, maybe even a week, maybe even just before the tournament kicks off, when you're gonna get the brand new updated teams to start a World Cup tournament. 4,000 people playing an online tournament right now. You'd think with crossplay that'd be a little bit higher, but at least you can play with unqualified nations here. They're letting us pick Italy. I appreciate you, EA, for slightly healing my pain. You know what? Let me give EA some props, okay? With the kickoff mode, you can go from group stage, round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, and just kick off a World Cup final, which would have been very helpful in the other previous FIFA games. Even the standalone games, this wasn't even a feature. So again, it's the small things that count. Qatar 2022, at least you got one thing going for you. I've just noticed this now, but for some reason, not even like Australia, but every single player, or at least like 90% of them, are just wearing random EA boots, or just random unbranded shoes because, I don't know, maybe because it's an Adidas sponsored tournament, they don't want Nike boots, or I don't know, like something just went wrong with the squad update. Yet again, another flaw I'm seeing in this brand new World Cup mode. Every player's boots are just set to default. Messi's even ditched his Adidas boots. He's rocking the EA defaults as well. What's with everyone? Is this the new trend? Unfortunately, we can't explore all the other content in the game because this new FIFA World Cup Live, it's going to be updating alongside the tournament in real life. We are yet to get the content from your FIFA World Cup because it's available in 11 days. We still got to wait till the tournament kicks off for that. We won't explore that today, but online quick play where you can play a past or present fixture against an online friend. Well, joke's on you, EA. I don't have any online friends. I mean, I do have some online friends, but they're all offline. So this feature's basically useless if you don't have an internet connection or you've got no friends, which is probably 95% of FIFA players. So EA, I don't know why you couldn't have just made this an online game where you verse random people. It has to be against friends. The scenario mode from years gone by, where you can choose any fixture, past or present, but they don't include the qualifiers though. So that just, yeah, it's not the proper scenario mode. It's just the scenarios from the actual World Cup. You're gonna have to wait till these games actually happen if you want to change the outcomes or write your own history. None of these games have actually happened at the time of recording. I'll keep it real with you guys. I've come around to the match ticket aesthetic. It gives you the sense of, hey, I might actually be going to one of these games in real life, but then you wait and think, oh, it's in Qatar. Never mind, I won't be going there anytime soon. Let's go straight in and create our own custom tournament. I know everyone's probably going to be simulating the actual World Cup, but meanwhile, why not? Let's just have a bit of fun with it. I'm going to just randomize a couple of times and see what outcomes we get. I'm just spamming the R3 button right now, getting as many randomized results as possible, and this is what we're going to land on. We've got some pretty fascinating groups here. Definitely a group of death in Group B, as we got Portugal, Brazil, Uruguay, and Austria. There is still no Italy. So you know what? We're going to get rid of Northern Ireland. We're going to replace them with my boys. They're the first one to pop up. I'm going to control both Australia and Italy. We got the Australian on-brand confetti flowing in the background. Oh, this is tournament mode. We have tournament mode going on right now, which is like even worse than actual career mode menus. If you thought the news tiles were broken in career mode, you're sorely mistaken. They're even worse in tournament mode. No training, no skill games with your players, no practice arena. You've got your team sheets, your squad management, and that's about it. It's low effort, it's dull, and this whole entire menu is pretty boring the more I start looking at it. It's pretty much exactly like career mode. You can play the attack and highlights. We end up getting a 1-1 draw, and it's an update from around the ground. The table doesn't even move like in the 2018 version free DLC. That's a bit of a letdown. I was expecting a little animation there. You can actually do a visual sim just like in career mode as well, so I guess this wasn't a feature in the 2018 added DLC, which we can give to them. Okay, I'm gonna give them as many small wins as possible here because, you know, EA haven't done a great job themselves of showing off the new features that are here. At least we get a nice little view of one of the only stadiums that are actually in the game, one of two. Yeah, Italy's FIFA World Cup dream. I don't know if these FIFA headlines are realistic or just trying to throw jabs at me. Senegal's manager not looking too impressed. He's not even repping his own nation. He's just got a generic grey badge tracksuit on. Not trust in EA. I'm sure this guy resembles Senegal's manager to a T. We still have got nothing but these to showcase. Don't take that the wrong way, Qatari government. So both my nations, they've still both fumbled the bag. Oh my god. I think I've just got to come to the acceptance that both of my nations are absolutely terrible right now.
I am having a very bad day.
We won't be celebrating a World Cup victory anytime soon. I've set my expectations clear. At least I've got the Euros to fall back on. And Frosinone is top of Serie B right now, so I'm happy. I don't know who's getting paid to write these EA headlines, but they've just grabbed journalists off wish.com. We're going to depressively, anticlimactically end the tournament there. We just get sent back to the home screen menu. Then Aaron Mui wearing generic boots staring us back in the face. I think I'm just going to write off this World Cup game mode and being realistic because Darwin Núñez has scored 3 to claim the match ball. There's no way in the world that happened. Guys, it's the blockbuster showdown we've all been waiting for. Messi versus Andrew Tate at the World Cup. I don't know. I've got an inkling. I've got a feeling that this guy is not Qatar's actual manager. There's no way they picked Barry from down the pub in Blackpool to go ahead and guide Qatar to a World Cup. This World Cup game mode does come with a few new additions when it comes to player faces though, but it's only exclusive to the World Cup mode. Once you go back into normal FIFA, you get generic faced Anthony in the menus for Manchester United, but here for Brazil, he's got his full face scan in the game. Same goes for our short king himself, Lisandro Martinez. He's actually got a game face scan, and yeah, it's a World Cup exclusive. And of course, Rafael Leao for Portugal, whose face got kind of leaked or revealed in the trailer nonetheless. Only 3 real face scans added into this World Cup mode. It's not all hate, trust me, and it's definitely not all hate when it comes to the FIFA soundtrack. Despite there being no dedicated soundtrack for this mode, we have the return of some classic FIFA absolute bangers. The FIFA tunes have returned from years gone by, and that means the likes of Jungle, Busy Earning, Black and Gold, Sam Sparrow from older FIFA games, some of the most popular and most notorious FIFA songs of all time, have returned for this game mode. The ultimate FIFA soundtrack is here, and you've got Genius, LSD, you've got Heatwaves, Glass Animals, so many classics, so much nostalgia. John Newman, Love Me Again. I'm borderline on the verge of tears at the moment listening to this in-game. First, we all thought that they said it was only available in the World Cup mode, but no, these songs are actually in the main game as well. So you could be playing career mode and Ultimate Team, and the likes of the Rockefeller Stank could be playing in the background. Or something that takes you all the way back to your childhood in FIFA 09 with Kids MGMT. They have paid homage to the old FIFA 13 classics like On Top of the World and Paddling Out. Don't even get me started on Small Pools Dreaming. It could be up there with one of the best FIFA songs of all time. The definition of GOAT status. Just so many anthems you can revisit to, so turn your game volume up, guys. It's going to be worth it. The Man of the Match Awards make a return here in this new DLC, and it looks like the corruption doesn't end with QATAR, as all their players are getting the Man of the Match Awards in the process. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate the entire World Cup, controlling every single team so we don't get knocked out. I need to see the post-match awards, the team of the tournament, the Golden Boot winner, the Golden Ball winner. I'm taking center stage, taking complete control. Yeah, it's taken us some time. There's no calendar sim in this tournament mode, so we've had to simulate every single game individually. We're through to the knockouts now. The group stages are done, and here is how things are looking as Ecuador and Qatar come through in Group A, upsetting both Senegal and the Netherlands. Crazy scenes going down here in Doha's Group B sees England top that, Wales make it through as the United States just miss out in third, Iran finishing bottom, Argentina topple Group C with ease as they go through unscathed, undefeated against the likes of Poland, Mexico, who are packing their bags early. We got France and Australia making it out. The Aussies going all the way to the knockouts, just like 2006. The champions curse doesn't continue as Denmark and Tunisia both finish outside the top two, and in Group E, we've got Germany finishing on top undefeated, Costa Rica slither through, and it's Spain to go ahead and finish bottom, just like they did in 2014, unable to make it out, and they have just had an absolute nightmare here in Qatar. However, it's gone pretty well for Belgium and Canada. They soared past the World Cup finalists in 2018, Croatia, Morocco finishing bottom alongside them, and in Group G, it is one of the heavy favourites for the tournament. I've got to say, the South Americans, Brazil, coming through on top. Switzerland get the better of Serbia and an unlicensed Cameroon in Group G, and last but certainly not least, it is going to be the most tense group stage ever, as every single team has finished on 4 points. I don't know what this came down to. Could have been goal difference, could have been head-to-head, it could have been, you know, the yellow cards rule, who knows? But Ghana have finished top, and South Korea have managed to get second place. Uruguay and Portugal going home. CR7 knocked out early in the group stages. That has led us to the weirdest round of 16 features you'll ever see. Ecuador versus Wales, Argentina taking on Australia, France are going to be versus Saudi Arabia, England get an easy draw there with Qatar, the home nation, Germany take on Canada, Brazil are versing Korea, Belgium are versing Costa Rica, and it's Ghana versus Switzerland. A lot of tense matches coming up. You can feel the tension here in Qatar. The tension is killing me, so let's get on with the rest of the sim. As we get a little overview of the World Cup knockout bracket, here is how the quarters are looking. We had Ecuador defeating Wales 3-0, Argentina just edged past Australia 3-2, England took care of business against Qatar 2-0, and that has set up a quarterfinal with them versus France. It's the 2014 semi-final rematch. Brazil get the chance to take their revenge on Germany, and the other matchup, Belgium versus Switzerland. So it's anyone's to take home now. No way they've gotten this wrong. There is no way. Seferovic plays for Ghana. Nah, are we living in an alternate timeline right now? The news titles are all over the place. Seferovic has had a last-minute change of heart. He's switched allegiances mid-World Cup. He's Swiss when it comes to the top goal scorer in ranks, but when you switch over to the news tab, yeah, maybe he did a jersey swap at the end of the game, who knows? As we got the semi-final matchups all set, the final four remain. We've got our teams knocked out, Ecuador, France, Brazil, and Switzerland, all packing their bags on the way home. Messi's Argentina got the best of Ecuador in that all-South American clash. England took down France in that heavyweight battle. Belgium easily swept past Switzerland 3-0, and Brazil unable to get their revenge on that 7-1, and they go out. Semi-finals matchup right here, Argentina taking on England, and it's Germany v Belgium for a spot in the big dance. Yeah, I've just noticed it now. For some reason, the Qatar patch is like a purple color and not maroon brown like it is in the background or like it is in real life. Safe to say Emi Martinez won't be playing the next World Cup game. He's got picked up a 5-month injury. He's got a broken cock. We won't have a 2014 rematch in the grand final as it's Argentina v Belgium here in 2022. A fight for the World Championship. Do we get any special World Cup preview animations? No, we just get a picture of the match ball. Okay, EA. I don't even have to explain it at this point. This game mode is just making me lose brain cells by the minute. Now, you know what? Let's get the full World Cup experience. We're going to go ahead and play the final pre-game cutscene. That is the trophy we're fighting for. One of the two stadiums in this game mode. All the party atmosphere going on outside the grounds, and the fans are ready for this massive moment. We're taking control of Argentina, trying to get Messi's World Cup title. It's all going down here in Doha. This is the World Cup final experience as we're at the Lusail Stadium, which I believe is the tent-looking stadium. Probably one of the coolest looking World Cup stadiums you ever see. I'm glad they've actually got it in the game. There is the trophy ready to be won as both Eden Hazard leading Belgium out tonight. That is your close-up look of it. You don't get too much of a look at it as it just skips past it. This tournament we've done has had everything, really. It had big teams going home early, major knockouts, upsets. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Not something that I've spotted that is brand new. We've just got, like, you know, a lot of the licensing, the stadium dressings, the broadcast packages, and of course, the World Cup trophy looking pretty crisp. And 8 years later from 2014, can they do the business against the European nation? We're gonna find out. I can't really tell if the gameplay is all too different. It just feels like FIFA 23, but with, you know, World Cup branding all over it. As Rodrigo de Paul back to Messi, chipped ball over the top as it's Paulo Dybala nearly through on goal. He tries to chip Courtois, but that wasn't happening. As Eden Hazard is managed to not be injured for this final. Does a nice little ball trick there. We got Messi who cuts back inside, defeating Denier in the process. Finds Lautaro in the middle, and he's going to cut back. He needs support. Dybala fires it out through to Leandro Paredes with the outside the foot shot, and Courtois palms it away. Belgium get the chance to counter. We take down Carrasco. There's no penalty there. It's Eden Hazard already booked, and Rodrigo de Paul cleans him up. Lukaku goes for the power shot, and the Belgian was just firing on all angles. We've got a nice little shot of the crowd here. They can't believe it. As now this is dangerous. Lukaku's made his way through. It's a one-on-one, and there we have it. It's the breakthrough for the Belgians. Romelu Lukaku, who has been dangerous all night in the 31st minute, breaks the deadlock in this World Cup final. It's the worst possible start for Messi's Argentina. Ronaldo's kicking back on the couch right now, loving every single second. Lisandro Martinez finally thwarted. I think it's an unfair matchup to put him against Lukaku, not gonna lie. I didn't think of that before we got him into the starting 11. Oh my god, Lukaku's in again. Lukaku's in again, and that could have been 2. This man really wants us to see the World Cup losing animation with Messi. Lukaku back inside to Eden Hazard, and again, the Belgians are all over us. Can we turn things around, or are the Belgian Red Devils going to spoil the party? Yes, De Paul back inside. Lautaro finds Messi, and this is his moment. That's his chance, and Jason Denier with no chill whatsoever. For some reason, the Argentines are happy right now, but Messi getting cleaned up, getting pocketed by a Man City reject. Unbelievable. Oh, back inside, Messi. Messi now finds an outside man. It is going to be Paulo Dybala. That was his moment, and again, cuts back outside, and Courtois denies us of the equalizer. To Jason Denier, and that is surely a red card, no? Jan Vertonghen, professional foul, did what he had to do. Free kick in a prime position. He had a similar chance in the 2014 World Cup final. Now, can he do it here in 2022? He hits the wall, but he's going to get a second chance here with the finesse shot. Goes straight to Courtois. Into Lautaro Martinez. He finds Rodrigo de Paul, and it's going to be Di Maria. Courtois is a superhuman. Oh my god, de Paul. He wins it back. Lautaro Martinez in the 89th minute gets the equalizer after so much pressing. Argentina struggling all game, and it's Messi to be pocketed by Jason Denier, celebrating right in front of the Belgian fans. The Argentines going absolutely mental in the stands. Don't get too close, guys. Who knows how the Qatari police are going to punish you after they found out you've accidentally hugged the same sex. It's a lifeline here for Messi's Argentina in his final World Cup game. It's also back inside to Messi. This is his moment. Lionel Messi and Courtois again equal to it. Oh, that nearly was a challenge there as Lukaku. He might go ahead and chip us. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Romelu. The Belgians have come through again on another wicked counter-attack, and we could well and truly be seeing a World Cup final celebration cutscene where your team loses. Romelu's big bold head the difference in tonight's World Cup final. We just had Emi Martinez ruled out for 5 months, and it looks like Otamendi's doing his best to get Rulli on the same hospital bed. What is going on here? Otamendi, mate, this takes getting stretched out to a whole new level. Oh my god, Lukaku is out for blood. As Angel Correa, fresh off the bench, could be the hero for Messi, as it's the ball over the top. Angel Correa now one-on-one with Thibaut Courtois, and he does his best to palm it away. Lo Celso wins it back. Another substitute, Kevin De Bruyne, willing to do anything for his nation to win the World Cup. Angel Di Maria needs the Trivella, and it goes in 116th minute. Here is the moment to send it to penalties. A knockout blow for Belgium, as again they get pegged back. Messi getting bailed out. He's done nothing this game. It's been the side characters, the unsung heroes, to step up in this World Cup final. As Angel Correa now back inside to Messi, who could finish it off. He puts him inside, and now Angel Correa through with Courtois. He brings him out, and in the 120th minute, we avoid penalties. No big cutscene to celebrate the World Cup final winning goal. From 2-1 down, Courtois getting schooled by the super sub Angel Correa, and now he writes his name in Argentine folklore. He's put his name into the history books, and that's a World Cup winner to remember. Now, I know I'm going to be disappointed with this World Cup final cutscene. It's coming. I can tell. Some Argentine fans not even bothering getting up in the background, but it's pretty much the exact same cutscene layout, or the exact same angles as when you win the Champions League. Not even. It's like when you win the Carabao Cup, these exact same angles and cutscenes happen. The same thing where the players all get in a huddle, they all get in a circle, start dancing around. They've done nothing to improve this World Cup celebration. I believe even 2018's version, it was pretty similar, and they've cut it short. We're straight onto the trophy, straight up to the podium without hesitation, and Messi now, he's going to lift the World Cup trophy. At least he got the assist in the end. And here we go, Messi now the GOAT, confirming his GOAT status by lifting the World Cup trophy here in Qatar. It's his last World Cup game. It's his last World Cup ever. You get some generic, boring-ass copyright-free music in the background. No World Cup anthem or the official World Cup song. And we're straight over to the fan celebrations here. We've got him lifting it up into the crowd, and it just doesn't compare to the 2006, 2010 animations we had. And we zoom up into the fireworks. Don't tell me that's all we've got. Oh my god, it just finishes there. I don't even think that was 30 seconds worth of trophy celebrations. It's just killing the vibe right now. No cap, I think even 2018 celebrations go longer. Not that they were better, it just has more about it. Has more angles, goes for longer. We're nearly in freaking 2023 right now, and this could go down as the shortest World Cup trophy celebration in World Cup game mode history. Award of incompetency goes to EA, guys. You've outdone yourself this time. I'm not even complaining for the sake of complaining, but that is an incredibly anticlimactic, disappointing World Cup celebration as Lukaku levitates into the air like a Jedi. His bald head just denies gravity, and he's playing on his own world right now as the team of the tournament gets announced. Let's see who's in it. We've got a couple of Argentinian boys. We've got a couple of the English lads like Pickford, John Stones also in there. Goretzka from Germany, Sterling out of England, Lukaku and Van Aken from Belgium, as Messi also makes the team of the tournament. Calvin Phillips from England as well, as Big Romelu wins the Golden Boot but doesn't take home the major prize at the end of the day. Goalkeeper of the tournament, Jordan Pickford, and player of the tournament, it is going to go to Ecuador's Valencia. I don't know what FIFA officials have been voting on that, because what has Enner Valencia done to get the Golden Boy? He scored 5 goals in 5 games. Once you win the FIFA World Cup, we got a little bit of an interview here with Messi, who won the man of the match, and it's just like when you win the Champions League, Europa League, that same cutscene from career mode, pretty much imported with a World Cup background and the World Cup trophy. What are you trying to hold there? Your hand's completely missing the trophy. And there you go. Now you know what happens when you win the World Cup. A pretty mediocre cutscene, a downgrade from previous years. Get some dodgy news titles and cutscenes, even some questionable award winners in the process. I want to see what happens when you lose a World Cup final. It'd actually be pretty crazy if the losing animation goes on longer than the winning one, but we're here to test it out. We gave Messi his time to shine and win his World Cup. Now it's time to see what CR7's gonna do when he loses the World Cup final, because they're going down to Italy. Nah, these fans do be living life right now, getting front row seats to a World Cup final, and they have never looked happier. What? There's rainbow hats in the crowd? These kids might be sentenced to life in prison. Protect them at all costs. And just so you don't have to do it, I did it for you. This is what happens when you lose a World Cup final. I think the same celebration cutscene's going on. Yeah, you still see the winners full invade the pitch, have their moment. Are we gonna get any depressed looking Portugal players? No. Yeah, nothing changed all too much. I wonder if we get to see the World Cup trophy celebration, or they're just gonna cut our losses here, get us straight into the main main menu, but it looks like the exact World Cup. Yep, you see the exact same thing. So nothing happens either if you lose the World Cup final. It's just the same old replay, the same old trophy celebration. So nothing to look forward to here. Has got his hands not even grasping the World Cup trophy. But nonetheless, Ronaldo cut the cameras, and that was that. That has been the World Cup 2022 new game mode here in FIFA 23. All the flaws, all the bugs I found, but also highlighting the few decent things like the soundtrack and the new kickoff feature. It's still pretty boring, not too much to do. Once the tournament kicks off, we'll see all the live content that updates in game. But for now, it is pretty bare bones, even worse than 2018 Russia. I predicted this, I saw this coming, and for real, this has let me down. I feel sorry for the kids that have to grow up with this FIFA World Cup mode to get themselves hyped for the tournament in real life. Compared to what we got in previous years, this is a downgrade, and EA really need to do better. But I guess this is the last EA World Cup game we're ever gonna get, so drink it in, take it in. Let me know what other World Cup content you want to see on the channel. Who's gonna win the World Cup? What nation are you rooting for? I've been BCHD. Make sure to drop the video a like if you did go on to enjoy, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on all my social media. The links will be down in the description below. And again, I'll catch you guys in the very next video.
I've been trying, but to work do the same. Every day, this shit feel the same. I've been